morning. Today is Saturday. We're approaching the end of week number 2 on Trim the Fluff. Saturday the 28th. Morning time. And today, I want to show you how I plan on staying on track through the weekend. Got Mr. Milo in bed. So, Brady's away for the next couple of days. Well, the next day she was away last night and away again tonight. And normally that means that my inner teenager comes out and I just order no end of fried chicken wings and get loads of snacks and just eat to my heart's content, playing PlayStation. But obviously, I'm dieting, so chicken wings aren't an option. However, fun food is still an option. So I'm going to show you what I'm doing this weekend, well, today, Saturday, to keep myself on track with the fat loss, whilst also still having a little bit of flexibility and a little bit of freedom with food. Because it's a common misconception that you can't enjoy your weekends or you've got to sacrifice. And you do have to sacrifice, but you can still make certain choices to enjoy your weekend without it feeling like it's a chore. So come and join me on a Saturday. Okay, so today is now Monday, so I started recording Saturday with good intentions, and like a typical newbie wannabe YouTuber, I completely forgot to record anything. Well, I got some clips, so what I want to do is I want to interject with me sat here right now, talking you through the topics that I had planned for the video. I can talk you through them and then overlay the clips. So basically the first thing that I wanted to talk about was maintaining some sort of routine. So what you would see from the opening montage is that I simply woke up, did my normal stuff, weighed in, brushed my teeth, got ready, and then I went and took the dog straight out for a walk. Now what I'm doing there is I'm simply getting myself up and moving. The working week for me, I am up and out the house early in the morning, going to the gym, going to work for clients. So I'm still trying to keep that, even though I'm not at work at all on Saturday, I'm still up at a decent time. I'm still straight out the door and I'm walking the dog, getting things done early. So my first tip is just to maintain some sort of routine. It hasn't got to be as strict or as fixed as it will be on the week on the working week, but over the weekend, still try and establish some sort of normality, because the reason we all struggle with weekends is because it's a free-for-all. There's no routine. You don't have to set an alarm. Whereas at work, you've probably got set break times, or you have your certain meals that you have at certain times of your day. During the weekend, that is all gone. So what I'm trying to do really myself is trying to keep some sort, even though it's not as fixed as the week, some sort of established routine to maintain a little bit of normality. I think the next thing that people struggle with at a weekend is that they feel like whenever they start a diet, they've almost got to give up everything. And yes, there are sacrifices, right? You've got to start to, at a certain point, there will be more sacrifices than the beginning, I guess. But still do fun things. Like, most people think when it comes to dieting, it gets to the weekend, you simply cannot do anything that you enjoy to do. And obviously everyone's idea of fun might be different. You might enjoy going out and getting blasted at the weekend. I don't really enjoy doing that. Although I have been going out a bit more in recent times, because I've found an obsession for Guinness, like most of the people in the entire world. But anyway, I'm drifting. Still do things. Still don't rule things out. Find ways to include things. So like this weekend, the weekend just gone, I went out for breakfast with my mum. So rather than me sort of locking myself indoors and thinking, right, I can only eat what's on my diet, I've got to make sure that I get my steps in, and I've got to go to the gym and get my workout in or whatever. Plan accordingly. So for me, I knew, for one, it was going to be red hot on Saturday. So I was up early, walked the dogs, steps in nice and easily. Planned to go for breakfast with my mum, took the other dog. So that was another walk, so more steps. I think I was on like 8,000 steps by the time it came to like 10 a.m. and I went out for breakfast. So I was looking forward to that. The food was nice. It took me away from me prepping my own food and being in the kitchen or whatever. I had like scrambled egg and toast, beans, sausage. So it was all like, it was all good food. I could have very, very easily, and I think this is where people go wrong, I could have gone out for food and been like, full English. Get me a full English, get me some black pudding, bacon, sausage, 4 slices of toast. I could have like gone all in, and that would have put me back on my diet. But you can still do things, but just make good decisions. So still planning fun things, but be smart about the way you do it. Make the right choices if you're going out for food. Partner it with a walk. So if you are going out for breakfast with some friends or some family, and it's possible to walk to the location or walk around the area. Where I went, I drove there, but there was like a lake that I can walk around with the dog. So I drove there and I walked around. So I'm partnering something where that you'd normally feel is like naughty or off your plan. I partnered that with something that is going to help me. So still doing those things. And that is literally it. Like, don't overcomplicate it, and don't if you follow a process that you don't enjoy and you are miserable during the diet, obviously you're going to sack it in at some point. So find ways to still do things that you enjoy to do during the diet. Which brings on to the final point, is that same night, I didn't even get any clips, but I'm going to do it again this weekend. So I might, like, depending on when this goes up, I might include some clips. I did like a little fake away. Like, a friend of mine, shout out Jason if you ever watch these videos, sent me like a cheeseburger, flatbread pizza type thing. And I was like, you know what? Save some calories. Literally all I did was went out for breakfast in the morning. That was the main chunk. I had like a small bowl of cereal and a protein shake in the middle of my day. And I saved the rest of my calories for nighttime. And I made myself like a flatbread cheeseburger pizza. It was unreal, but it was healthy. It was 5% mince. It was a protein flatbread, cheese, gherkin, peppers or whatever, not peppers, onions, homemade burger sauce. It was unreal. And it felt like I genuinely got the same satisfaction that I would get if I ordered a takeaway, except for there was no post-food guilt or I didn't feel shit. I just felt like I'd ate a normal meal. It was great. It was unreal. And it sort of kicked that little craving that you get sometimes when it's the weekend, you want to get a takeaway. Something like that just kicks that craving. So the weekends are hard, but those little ways of like just making it more bearable, keep a little bit of routine, plan some fun things in there that aren't going to ruin your progress but still feel like fun, and be a little bit more flexible with your food, but do so in a way where it's not going to set you backwards. That is pretty much it. Like, don't overcomplicate it, do those things, and I guarantee you'll find it so much easier. So I'm going to get better at doing the clips, because right now I've had to like fill in just me sat talking. I want to get better at like being in the moment kind of thing and vlogging it and talking about it, but that is something that's going to come with time, I guess, because right now I'm a newbie to the YouTube. So yeah, that is it. Hopefully that is somewhat helpful. If it is helpful, please drop a thumbs up and a subscribe and a share and a comment. And other than that, I'm going to go and melt to death. I had a shower about 3.5 minutes ago and I'm sweating already. So yeah, enjoy your day, weekend, night, evening, and I will speak to you soon.